Poolside just released a coding AI you can download and run yourself for free. It's called Laguna S 2.1, and it holds its own against models several times its size on real programming work. The surprising part isn't how big it is, it's how it learned. Laguna is a mixture of experts model. Instead of one big network, it's built as hundreds of small specialist sub-networks. Together, they hold 118 billion internal numbers, the values it learned in training. But for each word, the model wakes only about 8 billion of them, routing that word to a handful of specialists, instead of running the whole thing. Poolside calls it the West's most capable open model in its class. That's Poolside's own claim. Here's what's new. The coding skill didn't come from size. It came from practice. Poolside had the model attempt real software tasks, about 409,000 of them. The biggest batch was 38,000 real code changes, pulled from 17,000 open source projects. The model tried each task, and Poolside rewarded it only when the result actually worked. It's like an apprentice who learns by doing the job, not by reading about it. Learning by doing comes down to two things. The first is the training. The model wrote code, ran it, and kept the version that passed, the one that matched what a real developer had committed. The reward came from code that actually ran, not from text describing it. The second is what happens when you actually run the model, and it's the surprising part. Between each step, it thinks. It reasons privately, runs a command, reads the result, then reasons again. That private reasoning is where most of the skill turns out to live. Turn the thinking on versus off, on a test that has it fix real GitHub bugs, and the score more than doubles, from 16.5 to 40.4. On finishing real terminal tasks, it climbs from about 60 to 70. That thinking isn't free. It costs about 2.5 times as many words, roughly 250,000 instead of 100,000 on the bug fixing test. But the gain is real. There's one test where Laguna comes out on top. It's called SWE-bench Multilingual. It has models fix real GitHub issues across many programming languages. Laguna scores 78.5, the best in the group. It edges out Qwen 3.7 Max and beats every larger open model. DeepSeek at 49 billion active parameters, Tencent's Shy-3 at 21 billion, NVIDIA's Nematron at 55 billion. Laguna does it on 8 billion. So it's best in its weight class at this kind of coding, not best overall. Elsewhere, it sits mid-pack, and the closed frontier, models like Claude, Fable 5, and Kimi K3, is clearly ahead. These are Poolside's own scores, each rival measured at its best public number. Here's the part that matters if you build. Laguna ships under a license called OpenMDW. Anyone can use it, change it, even sell products built on it, for free, and there's no gate to accept. Poolside says a compressed 4-bit version fits on a single desktop class machine. That claim hasn't been verified outside Poolside yet. If it holds, your code never has to leave the building to get this kind of help. What made Laguna good at coding wasn't a bigger model. It was practice on real tasks, and room to think between each step. Two things are worth watching: whether the closed frontier keeps its lead once other labs train this way, and whether an outside leaderboard reproduces that multilingual win. Every score today comes from Poolside's own testing, and an independent run of the weights hasn't happened yet.